Hello, I'm an American here in the Philippines. I've been lucky enough to be here in the Philippines for over 2 years now, and I've been lucky enough to go to over 50 towns and cities here in the Philippines, and lucky enough to stay in over 50 different residences, from hotels to apartments to houses and so forth. So basically, with this video, to help you guys take out the guesswork on where to go to when you get over here to the Philippines, the places, the locations, and places to stay temporarily or permanently, I'm going to discuss that right now. It should save you some time, should save you some money. So here we go. First, I'm going to talk about the first half of this video. I'm going to talk about the locations, as far as when you come over, and the towns and cities and so forth. Now, this is going to be based on my experience, and my experience of actually going to the places, actually, talking with people in the Philippines as well, and also from doing research myself. And after that first half about the locations, the second half I'm going to talk about is actual places to lay down and rest and sleep while you're over here, like the hotels and condos and so forth. So let's get started. As far as the locations go, temporarily or permanently, if you're coming over here and you're just coming temporarily, you're just going to be visiting for maybe a month or so, or maybe a couple months, basically I would say, hey, go at it. Go at it and explore and enjoy the Philippines, because over here in the Philippines, it is very, very awesome. The people are awesome all over the country here in the Philippines, and the places are so beautiful, and there's so many places. You got resorts all over the Philippines. You got waterfalls all over the Philippines. You got beaches all over the Philippines, mountains. I mean, it's just an amazing place. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful places, wonderful people, and so forth. You would not be disappointed. I don't think, anyway. This is my opinion, right? Okay, so now, as far as permanently, if you want to stay here permanently and you're concerned about medical, then I would stay around the big city areas such as Cebu, Manila, Davao City, those areas, because you're going to have up-to-date hospitals. So if you're really, really, really worried about the medical side, and if you're really, really worried about, say, typhoons, then I would be wanting to permanently stay over on the west side of the Philippines, because most of the time those typhoons will come over from the left side. They'll be around Samar, they'll be around Leyte, Cebu, and Bicol, and north of there as well. So that's why I say stay on the west side if you want to try to avoid bad typhoons. And let's see, if you're wanting to enjoy places in the Philippines, I mean, that's pretty simple. I mean, just all over the Philippines is awesome, like I said. But if you want the super conveniences, also the big cities as well, like Manila, Baguio, Cebu, Davao City. They're going to have the malls all over the place. But Manila is such a huge area, and there's so many people that live in that whole metro area that, yeah, it's going to be awesome. As far as conveniences, you're going to have so many conveniences, and it's such a wonderful place. I'm here in a province area. You see the dogs behind me. Anyway, I'm here in a province area. You can live very, very low cost out here. That's why I'm here right now. And the nature is pretty awesome too, But if you want the super conveniences, yeah, in the city area. Let's see, what else? And as far as We got medical. We talked about the conveniences and medical and just places in general. Like I said, it's beautiful all over the place. And we talked about the typhoons and weather and stuff like that. Okay, oh yeah, temperature-wise. Temperature-wise, if you don't want to be too hot, because most of Philippines is pretty hot. But if you don't want to be too hot, then I would recommend the two most popular places for not being too hot, which is Tagaytay, and that's not too far from Manila. It's close to a volcano though, and of course, you know. Anyway, you have to figure that out if you want to stay there or not. But there's a lot of people that love being over there, and it's a beautiful place. And like I said, it's close to Manila. Now, another place that's going to be even cooler, you're going to have a cool temperature there in Tagaytay compared to all over the Philippines, except for one that I'm about to bring up, which is Baguio. Yeah, if you want an even cooler place, awesome temperature, you know, we're talking about you could stay there, and to me it's like heaven. I'll be honest with you. You know, when I'm always got a temperature that's close to 70 degrees, then yeah, I feel like awesome. So yeah, that's what Baguio gives you. It's that kind of thing. Okay, and now we're going to move over to the other part of the video, which is the places, the actual places to stay at, the residences. Okay, so when you're over here, you got a lot of choices, right? You could even stay in a hut. You could stay in a hut. You could stay at a resort. You could stay at a hotel. You could stay at a condo, a house, apartment, all sorts of places. Now, a lot of foreigners will come here, and if they want to stay permanently, because you can't buy land in your name as a foreigner. Now, if you're married, I still don't think you can. Maybe if you're a citizen, I believe. But anyway, you could always put it in your wife's name or husband's name if you're a woman. Or, you know. But anyway, and so a lot of foreigners will buy a condo because that's not land, okay? Condos are nice, I mean, but you also have to look at all the details whenever you're looking at buying a condo. And what I would recommend is build a house, you know, build a place. The land part is something you have to figure out though, because like I said, you can't buy the land. Maybe you can rent the land. That's a way to do it. You could rent the land, or like I said, put it in not your name, but the other person's name. Okay, so besides staying here permanently, then if you're just coming temporarily to stay, then I'm going to tell you right now, I've stayed in so many places, and as far as hotels go, anything over $50 should be very nice. I mean, from what I've seen, I've never seen any place not be very nice that's over $50. Now, permanent, I mean, for myself, I'm a budget traveler. So I tend to go with a place that's going to be closer to about $30. Sometimes less. I have a video, actually, I'll put it up here. It's over in the BGC area, BGC Makati area. That is, it's how much was it? It was less than $20, and it's a super nice place. But that's just an example. If you want to check that out, I'm going to have some other videos coming out soon. Oh, also, real estate. As far as we're talking about real estate, I'm gonna put my real estate playlist up here too. So I will give that a check out so you can look at condos, apartments, stuff like that I already have on there, and I'm gonna be putting a lot more stuff like that on those playlists. Now, going back to where to stay at. If you're over here temporarily, you want a great place to stay, I tend to go to Hop-In hotels and Red Planet hotels. They tend to be less than $40 a night. Usually somewhere between $30 to $40 a night. Oh, and I will say this. You need to use the Agoda app in order to get a price like I'm telling you. If you don't do that, then you might be paying over $40 for that room instead of it being less than $40. So yeah, the Agoda app is free to download, and yeah, that's what we're using today. Now, a week from now, I don't know if things will change, but I've been using that app for 2 years now. The whole time I've been over here in the Philippines, over 2 years. Okay, so yeah, I love Red Planet hotels. They're very clean, nice, up to date, low cost, budget, and I love the Hop-In. Also, another one I really love is Go Hotels. Now, I'm bringing these up because these are franchises that tend to be, many hotels out here in the Philippines. Now, do we have Holiday Inn? Yeah, of course we have Holiday Inn. We have, I think it's Ritz, Hilton, or whatever. We have those more expensive things that are going to cost you closer to like $70, $80, $90, $100. Now, if you want to stay there, yeah, I would think it's nice. I mean, like I said, I've stayed in places, well, I haven't stayed there, but I've been to some hotels with other people that have cost them over $50. And I've never seen any of those hotels be a problem. So I think you're safe if you spend over $50. If you decide you only want to spend $20, $25, then the ones I just mentioned. Also the BGC, My Stay hotels, which I talked about putting that link up there earlier in this video. They also have a few different ones as well, and that's also my recommendation. Yeah, My BGC Stay, BGC My Stay. Yeah, BGC My Stay, Hop-Ins, Red Planets, and Go Hotels. And as far as, say, Red Doors, they got some other hotels called Red Doors. I've stayed in some of those. They tend to be not updated and not as more Western style places, so I'm not a big fan of them. But, you can stay there and pay, say, about $30 a night. But once again, the places I recommend are going to be close to that price as well, and they're going to be close to $30, and they're, in my opinion, they're a lot nicer. Let's see what else. And I've stayed at a bunch of other just, places that are not franchises. They're just hotels that they, have only like one location or whatever. And those places tend to be fair, but still wouldn't be my top choice. So there you go. I've talked about locations, staying here temporarily and permanently. I've talked about the actual places. Condos. Yeah, definitely condos is a good choice too, if you're wanting to stay here temporarily or permanently. And basically, the way to get those condos, you got Airbnb, right? You could use Airbnb, and you could use Facebook. I forgot the name. Marketplace, yeah. Facebook Marketplace to find apartments and not hotels, but apartments and condos and so forth. Now, as far as condos go, there are some nice condos that you can stay at that are about $25 a night, $30 a night. Let me see, 20, 30, yeah, more like $30 a night. $30 to $35 to $40 a night, yeah. And wait for the spike to go by. So they're all over Manila, they're all over Cebu. I haven't been to Davao City, but I'm sure they're there as well, the condos. But once again, you can find those on Airbnb. And my recommendation is also try to stay like a week or a month, because you're going to get a discount through the Airbnb by doing that instead of paying a day, because when you pay a day, they usually don't give you a discount. And as far as apartments, I think your best place to find those apartments is going to be the Facebook Marketplace or the Airbnb. I've stayed in an Airbnb. I've stayed around Angeles City in an apartment over there, and it was close to $40 a night. It was okay. It was a nice place. I will say that it was a nice place, but for the price, I thought it was a little bit more than it should have been, because it was not inside the city area. I was having some cell phone issues because it wasn't in in that city area. It was just outside the city. And basically, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. We talked about apartments, we talked about condos, houses. Facebook Marketplace, as far as finding houses, you can get some great deals as far as if you've got a big group of people and you want to get a house somewhere. Let's say you go to Boracay or something like that. You want to get a nice size house, and then say there's 10 of you and you split the cost. I mean, you could get a great deal that way. But anyway, if there's anything that you need to ask me, feel free to leave it in the comments. Maybe you have some ideas that are even better than what I brought up. Leave it in the comments so other people can read it. And I want to thank everybody for supporting my channel. I appreciate it. I've got over 600 videos right now, but and the playlist, as far as the playlist goes, we got from real estate, medical, different things. So yeah, it's always I always recommend, hey, check those out, because everybody's different. Not everybody's looking for real estate. Not everybody's looking for budget videos. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I got budget video playlists too. All right. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day. Like, subscribe, share if you don't mind. I appreciate it.